The WWE is basically suffering from the consequences of their own actions as they build up to SummerSlam. Their desire and obsession to counter-program AEW has now led to a rushed build of what should be one of their biggest shows of the year. So were they able to at least salvage something from this? Let's talk about it as we look ahead to SummerSlam this weekend. It is SummerSlam week, which might seem a little bit sudden because wasn't it just Saturday night's main event like half an hour ago? And with that, they had Evolution too. How are we at to SummerSlam now? And you would be correct in assuming that. This has not felt like the build-up to one of the biggest shows of the year. I love SummerSlam. And so to have it feel so rushed is very frustrating. To have 2 weeks to set all this stuff up it's lame. And I get, like, there are different storylines that have been going long-term that you can kind of put into this, right? Like, there is an extension of Randy and Drew McIntyre in this tag team match. Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu have been going for a little bit. But this should have been the crescendo that we were building to instead of the, oh, holy shit, let's just throw everything into this and go with it there. And so that's... It's just, and it's their own doing. It's not like there was something else that popped up that now, oh man, now we have to get into this. It is their obsession with counter-programming AEW that has put them into this spot right now where everything just feels rushed. Even the stuff that isn't, with Jacob Fatu and Solo, it feels rushed and it feels thrown out there. And it still feels like a big card. And they've done the kind of WWE 2K thing where you throw a bunch of stipulation matches on to try to kind of pop a rating. This in a different way now. But you throw a bunch of these on there, and it really does feel, to me anyway, like all the stipulation matches are there to make up for the fact that the build was lacking in most of these spots because you only had a couple of weeks. And again, it's the problem with the whole all-in weekend. The fact that we only get a 2-week build for CM Punk against Gunther and the promo battles they could have had. It feels like we missed something. And maybe there'll be more after it, but we shouldn't be saying that about SummerSlam. And so I don't love it. You have to rush through something. This feels like it's one of the biggest, SummerSlam has always been one of the biggest shows of the year. This doesn't feel like it. It feels like you're like coming off of something, okay, well, shit, Backlash is in a couple of weeks, so we have to do that. I just feel like a lot of this has really been poorly put together. That being said, the show this weekend's probably going to slap. Like, you have a couple very big nights planned. I think they've loaded it up very, very well. So I'm excited for the matches. But again, that's not what this company is. Obviously, they're a wrestling promotion, but they're the ones who will always say, look, focus on the stories, enjoy the ride that The Rock is taking you on. We're about storylines and taking people on this ride. Well, this ride is just one of the ones, it's not the roller coaster that you're enjoying for a while. It's the one that sends you straight up in the air and then straight down afterwards. Like, that's the ride we've been taking on. It's the, hey, you do. Okay, well, that ride was done. And that's not what SummerSlam is supposed to be. And again, like I said, like I have always really enjoyed SummerSlam. It's at a time of the year, I know a lot of people are out, but it was a time of year where I was able to watch a lot of wrestling. And just weirdly, when one of the video stores or the video store, I guess, in my hometown, when they were kind of clearing out a lot of their VHS, for whatever reason, people ransacked WrestleMania, obviously, but all the SummerSlams were there. And so that was, to me, that was one of my intros into a lot of the older stuff in wrestling, and like SummerSlam 92, a VHS tape that I've worn out since then, and all the SummerSlams kind of building up to it. This is kind of your like midway point of the season WrestleMania, and this hasn't felt like it at all. So I know I hold this show in high regard, but they should too, and it doesn't seem like they have. So hopefully there are some learning lessons coming out of this for the WWE. As always, we are streaming this on a few different places, and so if you're watching live, thank you very much. If you aren't, you can get these shows early by streaming it live, whether it is YouTube, Twitch, or Kick. Our next Twitch stream is going to be tomorrow at 10 a.m. is the plan, to do another podcast, and then hoping for another video game stream tomorrow afternoonish sometime. But tomorrow at 10 a.m. Mountain Time is going to be the next stream here.